Gauteng's Tembisa Hospital has welcomed more than a dozen Christmas babies delivered from as early as midnight. Gauteng Health MEC Nomantu Nkomo-Ralehoko and Deputy Home Affairs Minister Njabulo Nzuza visited the hospital to congratulate parents and assist with registration. Parents across South Africa are reminded to register their newborns within 30 days to ensure they can access essential services from healthcare to education without any delay. Newzroom Africa's Veronica Makhoali has more.
And of course, as the figures continue to grow in terms of the number of Christmas babies that Gauteng is recording, I'm joined by the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs to get a bit more sense of the responsibility that parents now have since their babies have been born. Deputy Minister, thank you so much for your time. We've seen some of the joy and the heartwarming expressions from the parents' faces, but there is still a big responsibility that they have. Talk us a little bit more about the importance of the Home Affairs Department being here.
Yes, immediately, as you will have seen today, babies are born. We are all happy. But you must remember that for your baby to appear on the population register, which means they truly become South African and they truly exist on paper with documentation, you must register the birth of your child. And that is why we have set up Home Affairs offices in health facilities that give birth to more than 5,000. Currently, 5,000 babies in a year. In this hospital, Tembisa, they give birth to about 16,000 babies in a year. I mean, that's just crazy. And, it excites us that we have an office here where a parent, before they leave the hospital, they must leave with a birth certificate. Because we don't want to see a 15-year-old, a 20-year-old, sometimes even a 70-year-old person saying, look, I'm here, I was born a long time ago, but I don't have any papers. This is an opportunity. Parents must register the birth of their children within a space of 30 days. And that is what we encourage because it secures a future for that particular child. If I can make an example, if you do not register the birth of your child when you live here and you are an affording person, for instance, in a private hospital, and then you've got private medical care, the private medical care provider will want a birth certificate for your child to register them into your medical aid. As soon as you live here, if you need to open a savings for your child, they will say, give us an ID number for the child. So it's very important. For those who qualify for social welfare, you can't access social welfare without that particular birth certificate.
And of course, we know that this is the festive period and there is a lot of rush. What can residents know about in terms of how Home Affairs is running its affairs during this festive period in terms of, I guess, all matters?
Well, I think for all matters, that's when people realize Home Affairs is very important. They say, look, I want to travel overseas in a holiday with my children. Then they remember, oh, they don't have passports. And then we remind them that, please, next year, go get your passports early so that you can be able to be free to move to wherever you need to go in the country. You can't have a driver's license, by the way, to drive around in the streets if you don't have an ID. So everything starts with an ID. If you need money to spend, you must save that particular money. And you can't open a bank account without an ID. So we encourage citizens to really get their affairs in order on time. We are really moving toward the digital space now. Even the registration of babies, it's no longer going to be paper, it's going to be paperless so that it becomes more convenient. Even in the next coming days, we'll be introducing new systems that we are currently building behind the scenes that will make people exercise Home Affairs or access Home Affairs whilst they are sitting at the comfort of their own home. So we are there for them. Please use our services. We have an online booking system for your own convenience so that you don't just come into the office and appear, but you can book an appointment. But for all the babies that are born, we register them in hospitals so that we can make sure that our population register is forever accurate.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That was Deputy Minister for Home Affairs Njabulo Nzuza. They're speaking about the importance of registering children at their birth, saying that this needs to be done immediately, considering the after effect and the ripple effect this could have, but also just speaking on the issues of Home Affairs as well, as speaking about the festive travel. He was saying that as overall, as a department, they are pleased in terms of what they are seeing in terms of the festive season numbers, as well as, of course, the birth of these Christmas babies. For Newzroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Veronica Makhoali at Tembisa Hospital in Ekurhuleni.